Ladies and gentlemen, another game where we've dropped points. We haven't dropped points too many times this season, to be fair, but 10 men Chelsea defended very well and held Arsenal to a 1-1 score. I thought, you know what, the moment we got that second goal, at the moment we got that goal, I thought, you know what, the game was going to open up and we are going to get a chance to win this game. But boy, Chelsea played well today. Reece James did his thing. Chalaba got himself one hell of a header. And we got 30 points after 13 games. We're currently sitting 5 points ahead of Manchester City, 6 points ahead of Chelsea, and very, very interesting. You know what it is? I take away from this game is it's never easy to beat 10 men, but Chelsea went down to 10 men today and they defended very, very well. You got to give them all the credit in the world. I would have expected Arsenal to go out there and win the game, but especially with one of their best players in Caicedo coming off, they've done well. They did well. And if I'm just going to take it back to the beginning of the game, I was very confident we were going to come out here and win. But at worst case scenario, I was very confident we're going to leave with something. I did not expect us to lose today. But to start the game, Chelsea were the better team. Let's keep it 100% real. Chelsea were the better team to start the game. To start the game, I thought Chelsea were the better team. I thought Chelsea were on top of us. I thought Chelsea deserved to take the lead, even though they were down to 10 men. I felt like they deserved the lead. And if I'm going to analyze the game fairly, the first half was pretty much all Chelsea and a couple glimpses where we had moments. But I felt like majority of the momentum was on Chelsea's side. I thought most of the good opportunities came from Chelsea. I was quite surprised they brought off Esteval because I thought he had made some of their best chances in that first half. And I was quite surprised that he came off for Garnacho. I didn't think Garnacho really made the game any better for them. But the real big moment of the game was first thing was the yellow cards. The referee was going yellow card for Zubimendi, yellow card for Cucurella, yellow card for Mosquera. Everybody was just getting yellow cards left, right, and center. It was yellow card bonanza. I thought Anthony Taylor, I don't know why Chelsea fans, I know why Chelsea fans complain about Anthony Taylor. I completely get it. The guy is all over the place. But the red card on Caicedo was definitely a red card. I don't think there is a debate around that right there. That was definitely a red card. There was no debate around that, in my opinion. If you look back at it, what was he doing? What was Caicedo doing? He put all his weight on Moreno's ankle. You're always going to get that. You're always going to get sent off for that. That is always going to be what do you call it? A red card challenge. But I'm here to give you guys a fair and honest review of the game. I'm not here to be positive or negative. I'm just giving you my honest review of the game. If you view it as negative or positive, that's up to you. But I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. That was 100% a red card. I seen it the moment it was given. Before they even looked at VAR, I was just like, yep, he's going to get sent off for this. You cannot, in this world, put all your energy, all your power and weight on top of a player's ankle. That's I've seen players get sent off for stepping on someone's foot, let alone their ankle. So that was just too dangerous, and you can't do that. People are going to blame the PGMOL. People are going to blame other things, but that was clearly a red card. And Chelsea fans who are upset that are saying that's not a red card, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say to you. If you don't think that's a red card, you clearly have some serious bias against, and you don't want to even consider that as a red card. So we'll see. We'll see. Personally, for me, I'm not disappointed too much about the fact that we got a point. I'm more disappointed as the fact that we were down there. We were down. We had an opportunity to be a 10-man Chelsea and we didn't capitalize. Their goal that they scored was fully deserved. They were playing better than us at even with 10 men. They were still playing good, and they got a much deserved goal. And ironically, it's from a set piece. From a set piece to something that we thrive in, something that we prefer to score goals from. Not prefer, but we tend to score goals from set pieces. But hey, the biggest advantage to this weekend is, of course, it goes to Manchester City. They come, what is it, 2 points closer to Arsenal. They're the biggest winners this weekend. They closed the gap from, 7 points to 5 points. Let's see if it means anything at come the end of the season. But Trevor Chalaba's set piece goal, I thought it was an opportunity it was an opportunity for the two players who started this game, Mascara and Hincapie, to show us what they're capable of doing from set pieces. But I thought Mascara was slightly at fault for not clearing the header off the line, but maybe he was slightly distracted by Enzo also. That was that was the last man who could have potentially cleared the ball. I don't know what Raya was doing. He couldn't get to the ball either. Maybe he thought the ball was not going to go into the back of the net. Declan Rice also couldn't win the header. And I don't know who was marking Chalaba, but fair play to Chelsea. When they got their goal, I think it was much deserved to them. And when they got their goal, it was after we brought on Miles Lewis Skelly for Calafiori, and they brought in Garnacho for Esteval. I looked at that and I said to myself, Miles Skelly, don't get sent off, don't give a foul away, don't do something silly. And immediately he almost gets a yellow card right away. So it's like you just know it's going to be a tough game from there on out. The rest of the time, what happened was when we brought on Odegaard and we brought on and we brought on, what do you call it, Nani Madueke, I thought that's where we changed the game. I thought that's where we started to kick on, where we started to improve, where we started to see ourselves start to get onto the ball more, push them, try to pin them back into their own half. And Odegaard was doing really well. I thought Nani Madueke was doing really well in that little bit of football, but Saka doing his thing, twisting and turning and getting Calafiori, sorry, not Calafiori, getting Cucurella a little bit caught off with that cross, and then boom, Moreno gets into the back of the net. I'm thinking we're going to go on to win this game 2-1. It's going to be a magical ending to the game, but no. Robert Sanchez today and that Chelsea back line defended their ass off, and fair play to them. They did what they had to do. Literally, there was a moment where I thought he bobbled it and Yuckers was going to get it, slap it into the net, but Robert Sanchez was literally risking himself for the sake of keeping a clean sheet, for the sake of not losing this game and trying to at least get a point from it. And late in the game, I'll be 100% real. I thought they had the best chance with when Neto took that shot. Before he took the shot, if he would have squared it to Enzo, they probably would have had an opportunity to score a goal from that. Arsenal, I don't know if we had too many good opportunities to end the game. I look back at it and I say to myself, I feel like Chelsea had the best opportunities to end the game. Although we were pushing and we created a lot of our chances in that second half, Chelsea created just as many chances as us. And it's just like, what are you going to do? It wasn't our day at the end of the day. They did well. I'm disappointed that we didn't capitalize on the fact that they had 10 men. I'm disappointed we didn't go on and kick on and do more in that second half. We did throw the kitchen sink at it, I feel like, but maybe we could have done more before they ended up scoring their goal, or more before the 50th minute, to see what we could have dominated the game. But hey, first half, it seems like in these big games, first half, we just test the waters and we slowly try to figure out the opponent. And then in the second half, we usually turn it on, but it was just we were just fighting an uphill battle. The 10 men definitely helps you slightly defending wise. It doesn't allow you to press, and it doesn't allow you to gain as much possession on the ball and in the attacking phase. But when defending resolutely, 10 men can sometimes help you defending wise, but there's no excuses. Chelsea played well defensively. I think more Chelsea people are going to be upset with the referees rather than their team's performance. I'm going to be more disappointed in the team's overall attacking performance. I expect better, especially when you're down to 10 men. But hey, if I go and pick out individual players, I thought it was weird. Eze didn't have the best of games today. I thought Martinelli didn't have the best of games today. I looked around. Hincapie was outstanding. I thought Hincapie and Mascara, they did well for two guys who've never played together in the Arsenal team. I thought they played really well. I thought Timber did his thing. I thought Calafiori was hit or miss today. It wasn't the best game for Calafiori. David Ray, I can't really fault him too much for the goal that we conceded. Zubimendi looked shaky to start the game. I thought Zubimendi was very shaky to start the game. And then second half, he got himself a little bit going. But yeah, he was shaky to start the game. Declan Rice, I think Declan Rice today showed why there's a difference between Caicedo and Rice. Caicedo, he's kind of rash. He makes silly challenges sometimes, but he's a great defender, great player all around. Declan Rice has the art of tackling down to a T. And if you guys remember, there was a moment where one of the Chelsea players was in our box, and Declan Rice made a fantastic tackle to just end that move and get the ball back in our possession and keep it moving. Where Caicedo's out here in the halfway line, stepping on players' ankles. It's just one game, but at the same time, every time we play Chelsea, I don't feel like their midfield outplays us. Although their best player today was Reece James, who's a right back playing in midfield. You got to give it up to. I have nothing negative to say about Chelsea, really, besides Cucurella getting himself ripped apart and Caicedo getting sent off. I felt like Chelsea's performance was they were the inferior team and they played like themselves. They didn't really mm, they didn't really what do you call it get away from their principles too much to try to play us. So fair play to them. They played us straight up and they end up getting a result from it. Overall though, what does this mean for the weekend? What does this mean for everybody? To me, another thing that we missed that I didn't mention was Saliba. Saliba didn't start this game. The reason why Saliba didn't start this game, let me tell you guys. I seen it before today's game. There was an article that came out. Now Arsenal tweeted out the reason why Saliba missed the game and the latest on Saliba. So he posted this about 3 hours ago. There was a knock. Saliba had some sort of a knock, and in said what do you call it knock, they didn't want to risk it. They didn't want to risk it. The setback happened. The Frenchman is has played a lot of games. He's played a lot of games, and yesterday in training was a little bit uncomfortable, and they basically were like, "We're not going to risk it." They just didn't want to risk it. So fair play. I think it's the right call for Mikel Arteta. It's the right call for Mikel Arteta to not do that, but we'll see. We got Man City fans saying the Sharks are circling. We'll see. We'll see if City's actually on anything. With 11 men, we beat Arsenal. Yeah, you're talking about Liverpool. Liverpool, you guys got your first win in a couple of months. Relax yourselves. Relax yourselves. But yeah, this is a situation right here. So yeah, the real reason why Saliba missed the game against Arsenal. If you actually check out the article itself, it clearly states he had some sort of a knock going into the game, and he's going to be fine. It's not the end of the world. He's going to be okay. But yeah, it is a missed opportunity. We are still top of the table by 5 points. We're still currently 17 games unbeaten in all competitions. It's not the end of the world. Like, don't let people go crazy about it. Now, the question I have to you guys is, do Chelsea now have title ambitions? Are Chelsea now seriously a contender in this situation? Because Man City make ground on Arsenal, but Chelsea also are right there and thereabouts. They're right behind us. So with the Christmas fixtures coming up and everything, and of course Caicedo being missing the next couple games, we'll see if they're actually serious or if they're not serious this season. We'll find out. We'll find out what you guys are actually made of this season. But yeah, we still keep a stranglehold over this title race. Like, we're still 5 points clear of everybody. Yes, there's going to be the Christmas fixtures coming up and the games are going to be coming thick and fast, but I'm confident in my team being able to get these results. Fair play to Chelsea getting the result. Reece James probably the best player on the pitch, and I don't think there's anything else that I really need to say from that. That's pretty much it for now. If there's anything else if there's anything else, I'm gonna do the player ratings and then we're gonna keep it moving. What did you guys think about the individual players today? Oh, I thought Odegaard came on and ran the show. He did well. Gyökeres, it is what it is. Raya conceded a goal that you can't really fault him too much for that goal from the set piece. I'm gonna give Raya a 6.5. I thought Calafiori was a 6.5. I thought Hincapié was solid 7. Mosquera was solid 7. Timber, I gave a solid. I give him a solid 7 also. I thought Declan Rice was a solid 7. I thought Zubimendi was just slightly under. I'll give him a 6.5, maybe a 6. No, I'll give him 6.5. I'll give Eze and Martinelli both 6s. I didn't think they had the best of games either. And then Saka, solid 8, had himself a good game. Moreno, solid 7.5, had himself a good game. I thought Mazur Skilly came on, didn't really have the best of games. I'll give him a 6. Odegaard came on, made the game a little bit easier for us. I'll give him a 7. Nani Madueke was getting on the ball quite often, doing his thing, but still not the best of performances off the bench. Just kind of just does what he does. I'll give him a 6. Then you got Gyökeres, didn't really impact the game too much in his time. He had an opportunity to get a goal. When the goalkeeper bobbled the chance, he tried to go for it, didn't get it. Can't really fault him. I'll give him a 6. If I'm going to give Arteta anything, I'm going to give Arteta a 6. I don't think this was a great game plan for us to what do you call it, see out the opponent and then start going for it in the second half every game. Sometimes we do need to go for it in the first couple minutes to try to see if we can bury a game early. But yeah, we let Chelsea have too much of the ball and too much of it in the first half. But hey, 17 games unbeaten. I'm not upset. It's not the end of the world. We still have a lot of way. We still have a long way to go. I'm not looking at Liverpool or any of these other guys saying, you know what, they're going to beat us now all of a sudden. So I'm not too worried personally myself. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to look at this and say, you know what, it's a hiccup in a couple of weeks time, or they're going to look at it a little bit different. We now have a couple days until we play Brentford. No, and just put it in this perspective. We've just come out of 3 tough games. We've just come out of three very tough games. We played Spurs, we played Bayern, and we played Chelsea. We won 2 of them convincingly. We drew 1. It's not really the end of the world. It's not really the end of the world. It's really just not. And look at what we're going to be going up against very soon. Our fixtures are going to get slightly easier. We're going to be facing Brentford. We're going to be facing Aston Villa. We're going to be facing Wolves, Everton, Crystal Palace, Brighton. It's going to be getting a little bit easier. We're not going to be facing the gauntlet of some of the tougher teams, plus a couple of rivals that we've had. I'm coming out off the back of this, and I'm saying, you know, it's not the end of the world. Relax, guys. We're good. It's not that bad. It could be much worse. Could be much worse. And in the Premier League table, we're still currently what? Look at that. 30 points out of 13 games. We've only dropped what? We dropped 6 points through draws, and we've dropped 3 points from 1 loss. So we've dropped a total of 9 points. From a possible 39 points, we have 30. It's not that bad. When you view it that way, from a possible 39 points, we currently have 30. After 13 games, that's not bad. I don't think people think. I think people overthink things sometimes. But hey, the positive from today, we gained a point, 1 point closer to going on and securing that league, and we have now seen ourselves play without Saliba and what do you call it, Gabriel Magalhaes. Both of them were not playing, and I really did not worry too much. We're so blessed with the squad depth that we have. We're so blessed with the amount of options we have now in the case of injuries to any of our players. We are so blessed, and I'm just going to take it, and we're just going to have to navigate this winter period, and there's no better team that can be able to navigate this winter period than us, with the amount of squad players that we have and quality squad players that we have in our team. I'm looking at Mikel Arteta. He's going to gain us back those points somewhere. Somewhere, Man City and these other guys are going to slip up, but we just need to focus on ourselves and keep ticking. The one thing I would say that I've looked at this game and I said to myself was a positive. One positive is that we now know Mascara and what do you call it, Hincapie can hold it down. This was a huge game to have them both starting in, and it almost seems like it's just a side note of the game. It's not even a big topic of discussion. And yeah, and anybody who's talking about Cucurella versus Saka, Cucurella got absolutely pocketed. No, not pocketed. Cucurella pocketed Saka. This is that they always say. Cucurella got ripped today. He absolutely got ripped apart by Saka. That's no longer a conversation. But if I'm going to be honest, the man of the match for Arsenal. The man of the match for Arsenal. I'm gonna have to just give it to. I'm just gonna have to give it to Saka for getting us for nah. Who's the man of the match for Arsenal in this game? Moreno or Saka? What are we saying? Who's the man of the match? Let me know in the comment section. Who's the man of the match? Let me know. Where's your European Cup? Silly. Declan Rice. Some people saying, let me know who your man of the match is. Rice. Nobody. You're a Liverpool fan, of course. Saka, brother, please, the bias. I thought Saka was good. I don't know what you're talking about. No, Reece James was the man of the match for the whole team, but I'm talking about from Arsenal perspective. People saying the referee. Reece James wasn't even playing at right back today. He was playing in midfield. The man of the match is the ref. Nobody today. Today's one of those days where I don't know who you'd consider the man of the match. It's pretty close between Saka, what he did. Raya, man of the match for Arsenal. No, I disagree. Saka was selfish all night tonight. Yeah, you know what? Saka was not doing that good today. It's bad. What's bad? What are you talking about? You can't really think of a man of the match. Moreno doing the Gyökeres job again. All right. Obviously, I'm talking about from the Arsenal perspective. I've already mentioned Reece James was the man of the match on the night. I'm strictly speaking about from Arsenal perspective. Do you have a man of the match from the Arsenal side? Probably not. Ray is the most outstanding player for Arsenal. Some people are saying, okay, Arsenal fans always talking about refs. I'm not talking about the refs. Right now, it's Chelsea fans complaining about the refs. I personally don't think it was a red card on Hincapié, but it was definitely a red card on Caicedo. That was a red card challenge. What are we doing here? It was a 50-50, the one on Hincapié. Declan Rice was Arsenal's best player today. Reece James was the man of the match overall. Fair play. Yeah. Well, it's fair play. We'll keep it moving from there, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll be live at 8 o'clock. Hopefully you guys can see me then. And big up to everybody who's watching this video. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Love for the love, people. Peace. We're out of here.